Hey yo, what's invoking, guys? So today we have a deck profile. Okay, what did you go today and what are you playing?
I went X1 with Unchained.
Yeah, I got this.
Unchained.
Yeah. Pure
God.
Unchained. Go in second. Come and get it.
Budget.
It's not actually budget.
Well, how much was it?
I need to be one of those.
I'll say about 200 or 250. I would say.
250. Hold on.
What?
You're saying this deck is worth 250.
Actually, let me say 175 around there to 200.
Okay, so it looks like we're not doing budget today, but all right. Okay, so let's get started.
All right, so I play 3 Sarama, 3 Rika, and 3 Aruha.
Okay, so
So most people play maybe one of each of maybe like him or something. But the thing
Right.
is, you need to max out on these guys as much as possible because you need to see an Unchained monster. Without it, it's like, what are you really doing? Like really, what are you doing?
okay.
And this one's like the best one because it's a quick ability, while these are not. This is good for grind game. This is good for starters.
So I'm wondering, why don't you play two of the Aruha and 2 of the Sarama?
Because, like I said, I need to see an Unchained monster as quickly as possible. If I don't see them, nothing happens.
Okay, but I'm sure they don't do anything by themselves, like,
Yeah.
aside from
Yeah, they do other stuff. Like, for example, like he targets a card to destroy something on targets a card I control, destroy special summon. This is a free special summon.
Preferably a spell or trap, right?
Yeah, preferably, yeah.
Yeah.
And this one's a quick ability when you're trying to push for games. And this is good for and she's the good one for your grind game. To reset something, kill something, and yeah.
All right. All right.
And yeah, so that's why I play in these ratios.
So those are the smaller ones, right?
Yeah, the twins. And then the last Unchained main deck monster is 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Yeah. Originally I was playing 3 of him. And 3 of him. But I find I see him too much to the point it's like, oh, I like him, but I love him. Well, I like him, but I hate him too. But
So I'm pretty sure people play only one disaster.
yeah, but you need to see, yeah, but the problem is like I play Desire, so I don't want to banish him. That's the one.
Right.
Yeah.
You play Desires, that's your other draw engine outside of the...
Yeah, only draw. That's my only draw power, other than the search.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, and then Disaster here. You don't want to draw this at all. Period. You rather summon it with your trap cards, like I'll explain that to you a little later. But
Yeah, but again, you play Desires, so you don't want to banish it either.
Yeah, so that's why I play 2 just in case I banish one.
Oh, 100.
That's it for the Unchained monsters, and then just generic stuff.
So to translate what Arnie just said, the idea is that unfortunately when you have even with the Abominable Soul's ability to special summon from hand, he's still a brick because you'd rather just summon it from the deck.
Right.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then the last the monsters I play in the main deck, 2 are Artifact
Archfiend Eccentric.
Yeah.
That's a spice.
and 1 Dino Wrestler Prankertops, and 3 Kaijus, Gamma Seal, Gargala, and Radiant.
So I assume you go second with this.
Yeah, go second, give you a Kaiju. Hi. You're
Okay.
against Dragoons. I give you a Kaiju. Hi. Bye. Bye, Dragoons. This is obviously going second,
Yes.
of course. This here, shoutouts to Team Kings of Games. I should mention that. You should watch them. So basically, what you do is better than MST to the fact that you don't have to nag for it. You just play it, set your card, set your your Unchained Magic or Trap,
Right.
and then boop, you kill it, and then you get something.
Right, and it stays on your field.
No, it destroys itself.
Oh, it destroys itself.
Yeah. So and plus it's also a good interruption to kill your opponent's stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I play them. If I had 3, I would play 3.
Cool. I'm not using it anymore.
That's it for the monsters, and then for the magic cards, 3 Abominations Prison.
So the ad, I believe.
Yeah, 1 second, and then 2 Wailing. Yeah, this is basically your Rhoda of the deck to add any Unchained card from deck to hand.
Is it once per turn?
Unfortunately, it has each effect once per turn, which is a bad part I don't like.
Okay.
And this also has ability which is same thing like this when it's set. well, also the trap cards have that too, to special summon Unchained from the deck.
Oh.
Now,
Wow.
now this normally most people will play 1, but I play 1 or 0. But I play 2 because it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. You need to see Unchained monster and some Unchained back row to do something. Without that, you're not doing nothing, basically.
Okay.
That's it for the Unchained stuff. Oh yeah, and I should mention one thing.
Unchained spells.
Spells, sorry. So I forgot to mention one thing. If you link summon an Unchained card, a monster, using this, while this is on the field, you can destroy 1 card on the field. It's good to like kill stuff. And then 3 desires, draw power.
Right.
2 super poly.
2 super polys.
Yes.
Why 2?
Because it's a good card to see, but you don't want to see it all the time. But also, it makes me discard. But unfortunately, I don't want to discard cards like the Abomination Soul here. I'll show you quickly.
That's the level 8.
Yeah, this level 8 thing. Like, you have to discard. You don't really want to discard your cards if you don't have to.
Right, okay.
You rather have cards in your hand than discard them. But that's why I try to reduce them. Reduce it as much as I can. So yeah, I play 2 super poly, and then the 1 of magic cards, Monster Reborn.
The reborn for the
for summoning your stuff and your
Yes.
opponent's stuff. And a good play you can do against Dragoon, Kaiju Dragoon, Monster Reborn it back.
Oh wow.
And 1 mind control, 1 interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and 1 call by the grave.
Just 1 interrupted kaiju slumber.
Yeah, because it's like I played like 5 kaijus at like once, and it's like too much. It's way too much. And it's a good card. It's a good card to see, but not all the it's good to see. But if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. That's how I see it.
All right.
I have other interruptions as you can see, like super poly, mind control. These monsters can actually bait out stuff.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. Now
Alright.
for the traps.
Yeah, for the trap cards are 3 Escape of Unchained and 3 Abomination Unchained thing. So
Abomination, I believe, special summons from the deck.
they all have that set ability that summons from the deck. This one summons from hand or graveyard, non-targeting.
Oh wow.
So unless your opponent knows what you're doing, you can basically dodge like stuff like DD Crow and Call by the grave if they know what you're doing.
And the point of the traps is that you can also activate it during your opponent's turn, but
Yeah.
however, you can also destroy it with your Unchained stuff.
Yeah, with all my Unchained stuff or any card that I have that can destroy stuff. And then this one here, I play, which is Escape of Unchained. I target 1 Unchained monster of I control and 1 card on the field, period. And I destroy them both. And it's good, and it's a good interruption. And also it triggers this. Because I forgot to mention it has the ability that if a card is destroyed by battle card effects, including yours, like a card I control is destroyed by battle card effects, I summon this for free.
Right.
I can't tell if that's a pre-sale price or that's actually just listed.
Yeah, so that's why I play 3 because, I play 3 because like I said, you need to see a trap and a monster as much as you can. And then the last trap cards, 2 torrential
2 torrential.
and 1 evenly.
And
matched.
1 evenly.
All right.
One evenly.
So first up, for the evenly match, because I only own 1, right? So
Right.
yeah, and then
Translation, he only had the budget for
yeah,
one.
and then torrential. This is a good funny one. Shout out to Tony, my boy Tony here, for suggesting the spicy tech in his deck profile. So
Right.
so I tried it out, and it's actually worked out for me better than I expected.
So you destroy a
I
main deck,
destroy. If I have Unchained monsters, I just kill everything.
and then you summon 1 from
Yeah, deck or wherever. Yeah, from deck.
whatever. Yeah.
If it's like the Twins deck, if it's Disaster, something from Graveyard, if it's what's it called? The Link monsters, which I'll get into in just a second, like this, and this. You just add from Graveyard to hand a Fiend type monster. It doesn't have to be Unchained.
It's not. It doesn't have to be a fiend monster.
It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be an Unchained monster. It has to be a Fiend monster. Period.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So 3 and 2 because he's like the best one, even though it's a little niche-ish, but he's still good. So you target one special summon monster your opponent controls on the main phase, any main phase, and link summon with it. You link summon with it and summon a dark link monster.
Right.
He does the same thing, but you can target any monster your opponent controls, but you can only do it on your turn, which is the bad part about it.
But so that's why you only play 2 of it.
Yeah, 2 is like, if he can do the same thing like he does, like the that can use any monster, oh my god. That'll be cool.
So I was wondering, you play 2 torrential. Since you did mention that was really good, why don't you play 3?
Honestly, I never thought of playing 3. I have no idea, to be honest. But I actually will explain that out one day to try 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's it for the. Well, that's not it for them. I also played these guys too. Two of these. What he does, he's basically a popper. Target, you destroy something, kills on the battle by card effect, kills something. Another monster kills by battle, kills something.
So when a trap destroys one of your cards and one of your opponents, he also gives you another one.
Yeah, and it's like you can also chain block if you have this in your hand, and like let's say you use torrent. Let's say you use like maybe like
Archfiends and Sudden Trick
or something like that. You could do chain link 1, the trap card chain link 2 this, chain link 3 this, to chain block like
the destructions.
Yeah, chain block like the trap cards. Or
the trap card special summoning, and then you chain the Unchained Abomination. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and he's kind of like the worst one when it comes to the advantage, because when you destroy, he doesn't do nothing for you, but he does the greatest abilities to destroy stuff.
Do you have any more extra deck monsters?
Yeah, I do. And then the last link monsters, 2 link, Unicorn and Trisbania.
Trisbania is self-explanatory.
Yeah, and then Unicorn is like self love, you know the word you just said. And then since I play Super Poly, I play 5 Super Poly targets. Starving Venom for dark people. No racial pun intended. So dark monsters, I mean. Mud Dragon for Guru people. Predapet and Draco Sapelia for Invoke people.
And for, I believe...
and for anything that's fusion summons, like Dragoons too.
There you go.
And then another Invoke card, I would play Mechaba.
Elysium?
Yeah, I'd rather... Because you can use... because sometimes they live Mechaba and Dragoon. You can use... because Mechaba is an Invoke monster, and then Dragoons is an extra deck monster.
Right, yeah.
And then just for the hero peoples, like my boy Fahim, 1 Absolute Zero.
Absolute Zero.
Yeah. Because if this goes away, you blow up stuff.
Huh.
And
that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my one last card for the extra deck, 1 Dingirsu.
1 Dingirsu. Okay. I believe I've seen 2 level or
2 level. Like it's like the kaiju's like Gardarla, Gameciel, the Disaster, and Soul of the Abomination Unchained Soul. They're both level 8.
So you hard make Dingirsu.
Yeah, that's the only way you're making it.
All right.
And then that's it for the extra deck.
That's it for the extra deck.
Side deck is like less than 15 because I haven't really constructed that much of it. 3 Forbidden Chalice if I'm going first.
Chalice for Zexals, I believe.
Zexals and anything I hate that doesn't want to do its thing.
Yep.
And I used to main this in the main deck, but I don't anymore. 2 Dark Ruler No Mores.
2 Dark Rulers. Why only 2?
Because I only have 2.
You only have okay.
I only have 2. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then 2 Psalm Strikes. Because I don't want to. I want to see it sometimes, but not all the time.
You want to see it sometimes, but not all the time. Okay.
Yeah. And then I played the Artifact package. 2 Sanctums and a Scythe.
2 Sanctums and a Scythe.
Yeah, and I should mention one thing about this, that when you do any of like Aruha or Rikia while you're trying to on your opponent's turn, make sure you do this first because you're unlocked under Fiend type monsters once you do that.
Right.
So that's why you're trying to do these first before you do any of the twin monsters.
Right. I was wondering why you couldn't use the Artifact package with the.
And I wish I could say if this set card is destroyed by anybody, you can destroy a card. but unfortunately, because I would use Rika to kill my own Sanctum.
Right. Okay.
And then my last card is just Imperial Order.
Oh, Imperial Order for
For
any spells,
any magic card people.
magic cards.
And then, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Tell us a situation where this deck was really good.
You mean during my matchups today you're talking about?
Yes.
Like against match one, I faced against Salad. I just went like evenly. I think I went evenly match. I
The
think.
one of evenly. You went with the one of evenly.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then Kaiju Slumber everything else, and then I summoned like Abomination, Unchained Abomination like 2-3 times, killing everything out of my sight. And then, and I 2-0 that. Game 2 I faced Tony, and it's like, how do I do it? Like I managed to I managed to win the game 1. Oh my god, it was like I summoned so many things and just like that's another story for another day. And then I face you next, and it's
Right.
like I begged bad with Kaiju's. And that's all I kept doing. Kaiju your shit all day. And then game 2 and 3, I got smacked by you.
Yeah.
And then last game against PK Fire, mind control, pranker tops, links rage, links on with everything. It's like, well, okay. And yeah.
Okay, one last question. What do you suggest? Okay, if someone were to play this in a budget, so you said this costs about $200.
Yeah.
If someone were to play this in a budget situation, what would you remove, or what would you
I say remove the evenly match.
remove the evenly match?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's making it 100, and other than that, it'd probably be like 150.
Right. Okay. And
And the other thing I could say you can remove is
So that was just for a large chunk of it came from Toronto, and then just
actually there's nothing really you can really move out because everything has been reprinted. It's just evenly match. I made it expensive.
and at that point, would you say this would be a budget deck?
Yeah, I would say a budget deck honestly
We're all from Brandon.
How easy are the cards to obtain actually?
because they got reprinted in the Megatons, so most of your work is done for you most of the time. You just have to get generic stuff
Right.
like these.
In Toronto,
Well, these are cheap. You can
in
get
Toronto
these
it's
cheap.
recommended.
And-
You can't find you for it.
Yeah, that's
Brandon is
basically it.
only-
Well, okay. Well, thank you so much for giving us a deck profile of your
Brandon, I
Unchained.
think Brandon said that you could
Do you have
find
any
it.
last words for anybody or like for everyone who's viewing this?
No, actually, I got nothing for you. I got nothing today.
Nothing today?
Nothing today.
Okay. Ken, do you have any last words?
No bill.
No response.
Okay, there's no response. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Keep invoking.
Subscribe to Arnie.
Subscribe to Arnie's channel.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't. You gotta subscribe, or else I come to your house and do stuff.
all right, guys. Keep invoking. Oh boy.